Hello, 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 hello. How you doing? How you been? Uh, how you doing this evening? So, I am working on my background for my dollhouse, and I'm just thought I'd come on. Elsa's not feeling good, so I decided, come on. I got a bunch done. I'm gonna work on them so far. They're all gonna be different. And I still have this bunch of stack to the front, and then I'll flip over and start doing the backs. And a piece right here that gotta add to. Oh, this one, look at that. Isn't that cool? That's just staying the way it is. Add some to this, add some to that. That's what I'm doing. As you can tell. Messy, messy. I'm gonna come on for about an hour. Chat with whoever comes in, says hi. And go from there. So I did this swipe. This was left over from something I did, and all I did is swipe it. Now I'm just going to add to it, just like this. I stuck my hand in a bunch of green paint, so I used it, and I took a baby wipe to it. This is Delusion. Well, it's dry now, so you can move that. With Delusion paint, you can continue to do that. And this one is going to be cool, because I'm going to do some magic. Magic, magic, magic. I'm going to use some color burst and just spots. And have fun. Have fun, guys. All right. Got my little spritz bottles here. This is what I do. Pick some of that up. Cool. Still got a lot on there, so let's grab another one. Let's see. Let's grab this brown. Put that on her. Hi, Steph. Put that up. Cool. Tap. Tap. Now I'm going to move this to the side to let it dry. And I got some on here. So I'm just gonna swoof this up. All about a background. That's all it is. It's just a background. No, it's not feeling too well tonight. Or, because I asked before I went live. She's like, no, go ahead. I'm not feeling good. So, I came on in her place. No. She'll probably put a message out, I believe. See, this is color burst right here. Ooh. Ooh, look at the color it's on the back. That's cool. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I just give it a little dry and I'll stick it over to dry more by itself. And I got this one. Now I gotta determine if I want to leave it or add to it. Ooh, look at the back. It's gonna be so cool. I use a lot of different mediums, that's for sure. I love the color bursts, but they're so expensive. I got a handful of them. Something I really haven't invested a lot of money into picking up. I think I'm going to add a little bit of color. Maybe. A green. Just in some spots. Why is this water? It's pressed water. It shouldn't be so dirty. Just move it a little bit. Move in the color. Looks like seashore. That's cool. It'll be all in a book and it'll be built up anyways. So it's just background. So all the background. We'll go. Then that's what I'm going to dry. basically that one I'm done with. I like how that looked. And if that brown's showing, that's okay with me. So I'll put that in the done pile. This one, love how it looks. I ain't touching it. Just got to do the back. And they're all different shades. I'll show you the ones I did already in a second here. The seahorse? No, not really. Can't say I do. Hi there, see there, Bima. So I got that one, I got that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. And then I flip them over, and I gotta do the backs. Some of them are halfway there. Then I'll put them in the book. In the dollhouse. And then I'll pick a page and I'll start building it. And I will have makes a couple dolls and my Julie Nutty. So I got these yet to do. I even saved the cardboard pieces. I'll do something on. And I might go back through, like I did a stencil part here of the vine. This one's got the writing, so I probably just won't touch it. Got some stencil in that one. I did some flowers on this one. Because I kind of stuck with the flowers because I did the cover. So I wanted some of them in the background. I might add some flowers to this. I might add a flower to that. So that'll be the next thing after I get them all done. Like I did the flower here. This I think would be a cool one. These two right here. Just, and not even color them. Oh, God, that's tough. Just to go along with the stems, or with the stencil, the stamp. And just kind of, and just like that. You don't even have to add any color to them. Because of the stamp image itself. Okay. So that's what I'm doing. And then I'll put them in the book. It's going to be pretty thick. And then I'll build up on the pages. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more to mess with on the front. You should see my craft room right at the table. It's you can't even see the top of my desk right now. Look at it. Ready? Look at it. What it looks like, guys. It's crazy. Nuts, isn't it? So what I'll do is I'll let these sit overnight before I continue working on them. And then in the morning, or in the afternoon, depending. I'll go through and I'll do the back side, and then I'll let that dry, and then I'll come through and I will embellish a little bit. Because the one thing you don't want to do is use your paint markers on the wet ones for at least a couple hours, or you ruin your tips. Like this was a couple hours before I came back and I did that with the paint markers. Then I'm going to flatten it, squeeze it, and all those sheets will flatten out a little bit, and go from there. So right now, I'm just adding color. Color is my best friend. Color. Whoops, sorry. I had one I wanted. This one. I like this, but I'm going to add some white to it. Just kind of certain spots. Kind of hard to see it, but it is. It blends really well. It's this matte finish flat matte designer cream. I thought it just cool. I liked it, so I'm experimenting with stuff that I discovered I had in a drawer. Forget you have stuff. I just like how it kind of makes it certain colors. I don't want it too bright, so it tones it down a little bit in certain spots. Kind of spreads it too. So but they're only backgrounds, so. Oh, no wonder I wasn't picking up any color. What the hell is that? Oh, it's the cap. Oh, okay. So then I sit here and I stare at the piece of paper going, what do I want? And I kind of got a good mixture of colors, don't you think? I got maybe some more orange, a lot of pink and blue. So let's do some oranges. Orange. How did I do that orange? I don't remember how I did that. Oh, yeah, this gelato. Okay. I was like, how did I do that? Some gelato. That's going to. I don't do it any special way either. I don't have a. I just kind of lay it down. I just lay it. And hope it turns out for the good. I can't be the only one that does that. Smartest thing I bought was these. You get the right amount I want. And I just sold all these pages. Except I'm leaving my dirty fingerprints on it. I'm going to have to go wash my hands here. I will be right back. That's why I wish I had a kitchen sink right in my craft space. Okay. Clean as possible. I lost my stencil. Okay. Hello, everybody. Who's in here lurking? Good morning. Good evening. How are you? Hope you're all well. Don't be shy. Say hi. I'm going to try to fix that spot. Wow. Fingertip here. Get a little bit more green up here, too. Right there as well. One thing I like, you can always go back in with gelato. Took me a long time to use these because they're very intimidating to me at first. Now it's like, I just roll with it now. There we go. Huh. Looks good to me. I have to find my stencil. There's so much on my desk. It's unbelievable. I'm going to dry this a little bit. Oh, I hit the camera again on you. I'm sorry. There we go. That's better. I just dumped over my daubers. I don't know how well it's going to show up, but we're going to see. Not, I'll redo it in a different color. But I did a yellow. Yeah, it's not showing up. Okay. So let's do really fast. There we go. I just want it faintly. There we go. That looks good. Well, it looks pretty good. There we go. Maybe one coming off the side. There we go. It's only a background, so good. Some of it may be covered when I build on it anyways. I'm going to work on... Now this is the cover that was from the packaging. I kept them and kind of see the dollhouse one. And this one I forgot to gesso. So we're going to use this one I did not gesso. Now, what I did when I first did this is I found the gesso, and that's all where I put gelato. Now I'm going to do that again. And I'm going to put some green, and I just kind of swigged it down. There. Pick up more purple and a yellow. There we go. I tested my hand to see if I like it. It's an off pink. It's not the same, like pink, pink, pink. And yellow. Just put in between. And then I got this purple. Put purple. Kind of right there. And I'm going to get my spritzer. I'm just going to spritz in at one spot. And I'm just going to move it. Not going to then I'm going to take a paper towel in. I'm just going to pick it up slowly. I just want a little bit of trace of it. I might have to go over it. Again, which is no big deal. I just kind of tap. Move that color. See, I forgot to rinse my brush. I got browns on it. I don't want that. There we go. A little bit more pink there. And I totally lost the lavender. we go. That's what I'm looking for. Kind of like that. Let's spray that brush. I don't know. Move the color. Yeah. Yellow. And the pink. And the green. Just gonna kind of tap. I don't try not to make mud. As you can see the difference like there. I don't want that dark spot. So I'm just gonna dab it. And just kind of tap, 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 tap. I'm gonna clean my brush here. A little bit more spritz. I'm just gonna kind of tap it. That looks cool. A little spritz a little bit more here. My purple likes to blend really in, so lesson learned, the purple and the red don't go together really good. So kind of lost the purple. Or the pink, I should say. Likes to blend in with the... There we go. I'm going to leave it. It's my background anyways. I'm going to bring this green down a little bit more. I like the greens. Why are we all so quiet? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Why is everybody quiet? Because I talk too much? I can't get the word in edgewise, is what my grandfather told me. I went through many years going, you're too loud. And then he got to the age where he'd be like, you need to speak up. And I'd say to Grandpa, you're confusing me, man. That's when he told me, well, Bugs, I'm old now and you're older. That's what he'd say to me. My grandpa never called me by my first name. He always called me Bugs. I can't remember a time where the man called me Tina. Not even when he was mad at me, which was a rarity because I was a perfect angel. He'd alive today, he'd tell you that. So does that look pretty good? I think that looks pretty damn good, actually. Because I want the writing to be seen through it. And it's a background because they're gonna be lost anyways when I build on top of them. Because there's gonna be pockets. There's going to be Julie Netting doll somewhere. I don't know if this is how all the people use their gelatos, but this is how I do. I use it like watercoloring. My problem is I forget to change the brush. You do you, boo. Whoop, see? Forgot to Oop. Put more yellow out there. That's yellow. There we go. That looks good to me. Up right there. There we go. Boom. I think that looks cool. Oops. All right. One of my favorite things to do. I think why I like mixed media so much is because I can get dirty. I'm going to have this Theory Plus, Fresh Air, and a Hydrangea. I think I got this one open somewhere. Hang on. Fresh Air. I knew I did. Okay. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to put a droplet on my Tim Holtz mat. And then I just spritz a little water. This Fresh Air is not the one I want. I can tell already. Never mind. Not going to use that one. It's a brown tone. I don't want that one. Wrong color. There we go. We'll use this one. As I was saying, I just fill my dauber up. And I just put a little droplet off to the side. Add a little water in it. And I just pick up. Just okay. Then if I got just a little left, I just kind of go in with this, and I pick it up. And I had that little bit in the puddle, so I don't leave anything behind. This one is Hydrangea. It's a blue. Cool. Sometimes you get cool looking images. You pick it up. I just think it's cool. I said I don't waste nothing. Isn't that cool effect? I just turn it into something after I'm done. Now, got this one is a fairy floss. Rup. It's like a kind of red pink tone. And that's gonna, it's my fingertips. You can also do this with a baby wipe. I call it the cheater way. Oh, mixed media background. And I like somehow, sometimes when I do this, I pick some of the color up. There we go. Voila. It's done. And that's how I do it. Quick and easy background. That's what the Jane Davenport's inky thingies. Inca Doodles or Inca Roodles or whatever they're called. I love them. They're like a liquid water. Ink redoutable. Ink redoutable. To me, they remind me of a liquid watercolor. I'm going to mute for a second. And I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. And I'm going to tap. This is the baby wipe, the green. Kind of washed out the design. It's all right. And let's see. I'm going to do a drip on this one. You know what I mean by drip? I'm muted, right? Okay, I'm muted. So I'm just going to I don't even squeeze the thing. I just let the gravity just take its course. Sometimes you have to go like that, but let's see. This one I kind of tap. And let it. Yeah, bring it back, and then I'll go like that. Then I'm going to grab this piece. I'm just going to lay it on top. Pick up some of the same color. And I got that. Look. And then I'll just set that over to dry. Now, I'm going to take a piece of paper towel. And I'm going to pick up the excess. The other one piece didn't catch any ink. Is that weird? I'm going to take the baby wipe. I had some ink in that one spot. That's weird. But there we go. There's that one. And I let it dry. Like I said, I let them dry overnight. And then tomorrow I'll come in and I'll add another layer to it. Now with this one, it's the last one I have. You can see the dollhouse pieces. This is where I'm going to do this one with paint. Because I want to try to hide that. And I'm just going to get me some green. I'm just going to get a brush. Get my paint on there. And I'm just going to slightly go across. Real lightly. I don't want it too dark, but I don't want it too light either. And just basically using what's in my brush. Ooh. For paint. You can still kind of see the houses, but the next step will help. And I'm going to get the stencil. And I have a sponge I've already been using. And I'm just going to take my sponge. I'm going to use the same paint, which has a little bit of pink coming through, which is okay with me. It's only a background. Kind of cool look. The pink, actually. I kind of like it. See, I don't worry too much. I just let it flow. See, I use this. I haven't cleaned it. I clean my sponges, if I remember. But I'm going to cut the next one up. I just got, hi Laura. I just got new ones that I bought from Bima sale. And I'm going to actually cut them in fours so that I don't use a whole sponge. And I'm just going to tap. Bring it up. Ba-doom. Cool, ain't that cool? Can't even see that it had those houses in there because I got it covered. And that was that piece of cardboard. Hi, Laura, hi. And I like how that kind of color combo came out with those colors. So now I pretty much got the fronts done of the backgrounds. So I'll let them dry overnight. And then I'll start doing the opposite side. Then I'm going to come in and doodle. This one looks really like Americana. This one I used gesso and it had a little glitter to it. See, that's shimmer. See, am I like, oh, this needs more color. I'm going to add more color. So that may be, you know, when I actually start doing them. Gotta get this away from my elbow. I almost put my elbow in that paint. Like you see somewhere I got the background. I don't care. Like here's one I'll do paint on. I probably can do that tonight. I got you blaring. I'm loud enough and you got me blaring. It's crazy, girl. So I'm gonna start going through like this one. You can see the advertisement. Another paint one, and I'm trying to incorporate some of the stuff that is actually in the background of the house. See, there's the dots. So I'm sticking to them kind of stencils throughout the book, if that makes sense. So let's see, what color do we want to use? Let's use blue. I haven't did blue this way, so we're going to do blue on this one. I get a new brush. And I just kind of try to show off. I'm a show off. Why am I a show off? I don't try to be a show off. I'm bad on brushes. Thank God I buy them at the Dollar Tree. Spread that paint out. Spread that paint. This one I'm going to do different though. Kind of. See, I don't know if I'm going to make this into, it's an album. So I don't know. I'm thinking that I'm making this for me. Then I might just do like little Julie nutting layout. Not because I'm not going to journal in it. I think I'm just going to make it into a show, a little, color my dolls. Okay. And do like a background with one of my images of my Julie nutting. Color it and do like a scrapbook layout on each one. Not so much a journal per se. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Because let's see that. Oh, well, this works. Using white. Yep. I don't know if I'm gonna like the white. I'm picking up some color. That's all right. If I don't like it, I'll go over it. Yeah. Because it's called the Julie Nutting Dollhouse album. So I was like, the more I think about it, I don't want to have pockets. I'm not going to write in it. I want to make, art journal with just Julie Nutting. And I was looking at a lot more videos that I could find. There's not a lot of videos out for this. And they all made it like a journal, kind of. And that's not what I have in my head. I just want to kind of open it one day and go, oh, I'm going to take this one out and I'm going to decorate it more and then make a Julie Nutting doll. And y'all saw my tags I've made for the swap. You'll understand, Boom. I like that. That turned out pretty awesome, actually. Picked up on some of that pink off the stencil because I didn't clean it yet. Have you heard about that Laura Cal lady? I know. No, I've never heard of that. Who is she? Is she nuts? Should I kick her out of my channel? At least we all got a sense of humor here. I hope. Ain't that cool? Yeah, them are the cardboard pieces of the packaging. I'm like, I ain't getting rid of them. I forgot to gesso this one, so I'm going to gesso it with this stuff. Let's see how this works. I see it says used with silk screen and stencils. So it's like paste, kind of. So I'm just going to put it down and see what happens. I'll let it dry for a while. Let's see what happens. See if it's like gesso. Well, how you gonna find out how you do it. So it's tasty. stinks. It's got an odor like, I don't know. I don't know what kind of odor. It's got an odor, but I can't put my nose up. I don't know. Some sort of odor. Odor. Not really a paint odor. So we'll see how that works as a gesso. We'll test that tomorrow because I'm going to let it dry. As you can see, our definition of Tina's Crafty Life, mixed media. Get dirty, get down, get grungy. Make your hands look like this. If your hands don't look like this at the end of a night of mixed media, then you're not doing it right. There's something wrong. Just saying. There are days my elevator does not go to the top, and this might be one of them, okay? Else, that was one of my mom's favorite saying. When I was a little girl, you see that strange person that's just acting different in a store, and I'd be like, Mama, what's wrong with her? Well, what's wrong with her? And she'd say, darling, their elevator just doesn't go all the way to the top. And I'd be like, okay. I don't know where she ever heard that from. She'd be like, her elevator just doesn't go to the top, honey. Just don't say anything. Don't embarrass your mother. So I have those days myself. I'll admit it. I'm a big girl. I can admit that. As a big enough girl to admit that some days my elevator don't go all the way to the top. And my husband would come in and tell you the same thing. But he's sleeping. Because our bathroom sink, he says to me, when was that, Sunday night? Monday night? One of those nights. He's like, what the hell did you put down this zinc? And I'm like, nothing. Why? He goes, because ever since, I don't know where Sabrina, probably sleeping. It's 12:30 here, so it's 1:30 there, and she has to get Zach off to school, so she's probably sleeping. So the bathroom sink has been filling up and takes forever to drain since I had my grandkids here. So he says to me, what the hell did you guys put down in the zinc? I'm like, nothing. He goes, well, it used to drain better. So he goes to bed. He says to me, you just couldn't leave it, could you? He goes to bed. And Tina gets out this plastic snake thing her landlord gave her a couple of times. Because this is not the first time it's happened. So you know how you have that like curved tubing underneath the zinc? Well, mine has two great little things that you just turn. They come off. So I took that off. I had a bucket underneath there. There's nothing in there. So I get way up in the rest of it. And I'm yanking with this plastic thing. And all of a sudden, I get it caught. And I'm like, oh, shoot. And I'm twisting and twisting. Finally, I get it to move, and it pulls this out. I pull out a pen cap, a marker cap, and a bottle cap. Way up. So I go, I'm like, I told Scott, for the one thing, the marker cap I pulled out is not one of mine. I don't know where it came from. The bottle cap from like a water bottle, that's a possibility. The pen cap, who knows? Because that zinc's always had a problem in the bathroom to fill it up to drain. It takes a while. So I go back up there, and I get that snaky thing up there again, and I twist it, and I pull a bunch of hair out, of course. Pull it out again. There was a spoon in there. How in the hell? And I know that ain't any, because you could tell it's been in there a while. It was disgusting, full of hair. Pull that out. I do it again, got nothing back out. Put it back together, and now there's a slight leak. And plus, I broke this like little plastic washer, fitting that goes up there. So Scott had one of those. I put that back on. I couldn't get them tight in again. Well, now there's a slight little leak. He's going to put some plumber tape or whatever it's called. But man, does that seem empty now? He looks at the bucket and he goes, "What the hell?" And I'm like, I have no clue. They're not mine. He figures it kind of probably finally loosened a little bit where it jarred the stuff that was stuck up there, that I backed it up with the other stuff. But I couldn't believe what I pulled out of that bathroom. So he says to me, "Couldn't wait for me to do it, could ya?" I'm like, "Well, you're the one that complained, so I went to plumbing school." He goes, "Where'd you learn plumbing school?" And I'm like, "YouTube." And he laughed at me. He goes, "You take it apart, and now I got to put it back together." And I'm like, "Yep, that's how it works." He goes, "A spoon?" I'm like, "I have no idea. A plastic spoon." So I just stamped first down on this one, and then I'm going to add the color. But I'm going to let this sit at that. Let it soak into the paper a little bit, because I know it's archival and it says waterproof. But guess what? Alcohol, I don't know, some alcohol makes this archival ink run. And it sometimes irritates me. They're going to look cool in that book, though. And then I can just pull one out and do one when I want to. And pull out a Julie Nutting doll and color her and maybe add some fabric, just a showcase of Julie Nutting. I'll have fun. I got this from Bima sale. She showed me that. I'm like, "Can I have that ahead of the sale?" And she's like, "No." I mean, I had my phone, I had my tablet, and I had my laptop all with me. I wanted it. And then I already had a plan. If I didn't win it, I was going to ask the person who won it to trace it out on me with like copy paper and mail it to me. I did trace me another one out on cardstock, though. Not cardstock, chipboard. And I'm going to sit there with my razor blade. Except I have to find my gloves, because Scott told me I can't use razor blades without my gloves on. He bought me mesh gloves. Okay, what was I going to do? Oh, I'm going to do a dripping on this. That's what I'm going to do. Actually, I'm going to do some sprays. I got new Delusion sprays. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So, I forgot I got these. The tiny ones. I'm kicking myself in the butt because I thought they were the bigger ones, but lesson learned. I was supposed to get these for my birthday from my hubby. More of them, but I'm putting it off because I want a new laptop. So I told him I'm going to save money. I'm not going to get these. I want money toward the laptops. So we're negotiating what he's spending on me at the moment. We'll discuss that. Yeah, I know. Well, then Diamond calls me, and I hear Sam in the background today, and I'm like, "What the hell is Sam doing?" She's like, "Oh, he's got the pipes from off the kitchen sink." He goes, "It's backed up and I can't get it." She goes, "And it won't drain." And I start laughing. I go, "If you find a spoon, it's your kids." Hi, JT. So all of a sudden, she goes, What? And then I was telling her the fact that I took the bathroom sink apart because since the kids were here, it's been backed up. So I don't know if there was something that the kids actually had that helped back it up, because it was working fine until I had the kids for 3 days. So I don't know. So Sam brings the bucket over and showing Diamond, and she shows me, They had a kitchen knife in theirs. Hi, JT. It was so funny. I go, oh, see, I have the spoon. You have the knife. Who's going to have the fork? How in the hell did it makes it through those pipes? I'd like to know how the spoon, because you're talking one of those plastic spoons, the throwable kind, how it made it through that curve to go into up in a regular pipe, because it wasn't in the curved part. Because you have the pipe come down from the zinc, and then you have that like curved, like a half a U, and then it goes to the pipe going out. I just got, how in the hell did that spoon make it all the way? When I was a little kid, my cousin flushed a pod of cold cream jar lid down the toilet. my granddaughter Allison flushed a fire truck in our toilet. Lucky we had 2 toilets, because the toilet up here, it's not the regular toilet. It's weird looking. It's a weird toilet. So when Scott took him and Sam got it off, and there was a fire truck. But that ring that you put, that like wax ring, you put down, we had to order that because it wasn't the dimension of a regular ring. Yep. Yep. So for a week, I said to Scott, if we didn't have a second bathroom, I'd have been piddling in a bucket, because it took a week to get it. But we have a downstairs bathroom. But she flushed a fire truck. I asked her why. She goes, I don't know. She was like maybe 3. Yep, she flushed a fire truck that her other grandfather gave her. So God, yeah. Yep, she flushed a fire truck. All right. I have, what is this one? Crushed grape. I think I have that one open. So, and then I have lilac. I have vibrant turquoise, which is one of my favorite. And here's my other favorite. No, it's not. Funky fuchsia. Yeah, it is. And then a pink or a blue. And it is periwinkle. So I got I bought them when I bought some. I needed like $4 more. No, $8 more, and I got free shipping. These were buy one, get one, 60% off. So that's why I bought them. When I bought all the Jane Davenports for $2 on clearance. And I'm almost out of all my delusions. So that was good. Kicking myself a butt a little bit, because I thought they were this size. Unless now her bottles are smaller. Wow. Seems like the products are getting smaller. Oh, nope, I don't. So I'm just going to spritz on this one. And a lot of times I'll just go in and you're real quick. You can do it. And this has just one, so it does do it quicker. You wouldn't be able to do this in her book, though. Unless you gesso it. Because her journals suck up real quick. Hello, Royal. I was on the first. Okay, so see. After it happened, my grandma saved the lid and put my cousin's school picture inside of it. I was on the first floor of a 3rd floor apartment complex. They all had garbage disposals. The apartment manager at the time, she was capital B. I told her my zinc was clogged. Oh, I only can imagine what happened. Now see, I wanted to make it move a little bit more. Grab my handy dandy little spritzer and just spray it. If you ever see these on Al's channel again, buy these. These are awesome spritzers. They don't let out a lot. Now I got the Tim Holtz spritz bottle, and it lets out too much water. And when I had a couple of these before, but I was always filling them, and that's the only downfall. So now I got 4. This one I just recently got. I have another one somewhere around here. I have actually like 6, 7 of these, and I fill them all up with water. And then I got some, because I use a lot of water. Which one was that? Was it this one? Oh no, this one. There we go. I need to get some sprays. This looks fun. Oh, this is just one technique that how I do them. There we go. I don't use Royal. I do not use the product how the people sit there and do videos that actually like Diane Riley. She'll say, you do it this way, you can do it. I never do it the way they tell me. I come up with my own reason, own way to use it, and that's why my hands look the way they do. And then somebody will ask me, Tina, how'd you do that? How'd you do that? And I'll be like, shoot, how did I do that? I'll be honest with you. This is like, oh, just like people are like, you shouldn't. I got told by somebody, and I'll show you. Oh, you can't use delusions with Tim Holtz stuff. Ah, guess what? I do. He's talking his distress sprays. I do it all the time. I don't know what they're talking about. If you want a quick background, this is how you do it. Oh, see, I have to clean that. Shouldn't do a halo. But I have to clean my tips. Get a bit away. Yep. Oh, I need to clean these bad. I kind of like that look, so I don't worry about it. Wait a minute. I didn't have many of his. I admit, if they did at Hobby Lobby, clearance these out this last time, I missed them. So this is Distress Oxide Spray right there. Isn't that cool? It's Tim Holtz. And I just kind of work with it. I let it run. I don't use his products like they're supposed to be either. I never use the products. One of these times I'm probably going to blow up my craft room, and I do a flick. Because I never use like they told me to. I'm going to add a little bit more pink in this corner though. Okay. Then the side. I'm going to give it a spritz of water. So I want it to move a little bit. Move it. Tap it. Now, let's see. We'll use this delusion. Ready? Awesome. Just wait. I'll dry it here in a second. Oh, I ahead of myself. shoot, where did I put that? Oh, is that what fell yesterday? Petcha. Oh, yep. Okay, I can't get at it right now, but I know what I can do. That's what fell, and I didn't know what fell yesterday. I was like, what the heck fell? You know, you hear that sound? And you're like, okay, what was that? Something fell. Well, I know what it fell. Now that I need it. So I'll just grab this. Because it's handy. And I have to move. I have to get a grandchild to get what I want. Or I have to move out a whole shelf. But I have Tim Holt's little thing. And I just kind of... The little other thing works better. Just to let you know. But I move it. Babe. What? You think that we need one that doesn't spray too much, maybe? Do you have a channel for your work? They always clog up. Yeah, they do. They clog up or they fail, and I have to soak them because I'm too cheap to buy new ones. So I'll take a day, and I'll make sure my table's totally cleaned off, and I'll set all my bottles out like this without the lids on, and then I soak these for about 20 to 30 minutes. And then I sit there in the container and make sure they start spraying. And then I put them back in my containers. And I never get rid of my empty bottles either. I save them all. Because I find a use for them. Matter of fact, I got mica powders coming. And I want to make, I was looking, but I didn't understand millimeters. And I meant to ask Scott, and I forgot. Because I want to buy bottles like this. Totally cleaned off. Who are you trying to kid? I will send you a picture the next time it's totally cleaned off. But they had little ones on Amazon, but 2 millimeters. I was trying to figure out what that is in inches because I want to take this micro powder I bought and make with water in the micro powder and put them in little things like this. And I need 60 of them. And they had a thing of 60, not that expensive, but they're only 2 millimeters. Because these are, I measured, these are 6 inches to the, I can't read, 6 inches from top to bottom. So I'm thinking maybe they're like 3 inches. Yeah, half the size. Yeah, because I think that would be perfect for the micro powders I'm getting. They'll be here tomorrow. Because I don't want a lot of them made, but I want to be able to spray it. And I thought these are just too big that I want half the size. I need 60 of them. So I was looking on Amazon. I'm going to add more water. I want to get some more. So about, I figured that millimeters half the size. Because I got that credit right now on Amazon. It comes in millimeters. I can't. Yes. So that's a cool background right there. And that's with distress and oxygen and delusion spray. So I think they tell you that so you don't do it. Because yep, that's the size I was looking at. Okay. Yep, that's the size. I'm gonna order them. Because there was like 60 for $14. I didn't think that was bad. And I need 60 because I got 60 micro powder colors coming. See, Artisa, it's my birthday month. I got a coupon, so I used it. And I bought the micro powders. So that's Distress Oxide spray and Delusions together. Ain't that a cool background? So you can't tell me you can't use both. Like I said, someday I'll probably blow up my craft room. I will, eventually. Yeah, I doubled my insurance in this room. Talking to my insurance lady called Elves, and then I misunderstood the husband, and then I'm like, we need to raise my insurance. So we raised the insurance of my craft space. We raised their rental insurance. We did have 110,000. We went to 310 in coverage now. After BMA had a talk with me one night, we were talking insurances. I said to Scott, I think we need more insurance. Except it doesn't go in effect till April 15th because that's when our next payments due. So already and it didn't it really didn't raise our insurance. I think like $8, $10 only. It wasn't. I was like, really? Guy goes, no, not really. No. Because I thought it'd be like another $100 or some dollars. No, it was only like, I think 15 total extra a month. It wasn't that bad. I'm like, oh. And he says to me, why do you want to raise your insurance? I'm like, because you need to see my craft room. So I took a picture before we left. And he goes, yeah, I can see why your friend suggested that. He did tell me a good idea would be write down my high-end items. Like my Cricut machine. You know, he said make a list, kind of put it in my fire safe so I know. He goes, he says people run into it when they craft room or like a craft room. They're like, well, I have a whole bunch of paper. So he goes, but I would write down your high-end items so that you know. I'm like, okay. So I started that. And I'm like, well, that's high-end to me. My Cricut, my Big Shot, my laptop, my Apple tablet. Well, let's see what else. My iron, you know. Yep, you're right. I thought it'd be expensive. It wasn't. I was really surprised when he did that. It averaged out about anywhere. I think it was like $15 extra for the difference that we raised it up. Yeah, he suggested take pictures of things too. Yep. He said take pictures and put them on a chip. He said you don't have to develop them. Yeah. He said just take pictures, put that chip like in because we have a fireproof safe. Nothing can burn it, whatever. He says just take a chip and take pictures, or even on a flat one of those square flashy things you put in your computer and you can take everything off. He says, yeah, I could do that too. I'm like, oh, I'd be here for days. Like he goes, how much? He told me because I showed him what a die was, and he goes, how much do you think you got in dies? Because he says fire, they'll probably be ruined because they're not a sturdy metal. And I'm like, oh God, 4,000 or 5,000 just probably in dies, if not more. Says exactly. I can see why your friend told you to raise your insurance. You know, because I had the attitude, I always think, okay, kitchen table came from the cottage up north, $50. You know, if you don't think I wasn't thinking like that night we were talking. I wasn't thinking replacement value. I was thinking I paid for it. I didn't actually pay for anything for my kitchen table. It came from the cottage. But yeah, I don't have a cottage to go get a kitchen table out of anymore. I'd actually have to buy it. And I wasn't looking at it that way. Neither was Scott. Anybody want a Tic Tac? This is my Valentine's Day gift from my grandson. He gave me fresh mints, and I asked him if he was telling me something. You know what he told me? No, I got them from a friend, and I don't like them. I'm like, so you're a regifter? And he goes, what's that? And I said, that means when you receive a gift, you give it back. You gift that to another person. And he goes, well, then I am. And he walked away. He calls me every day. I have to keep the line, my phone line, not occupied at 3:30 because he's got Sam's old phone, and it's me and Scott are the only two people he can call. So he calls me every day on Messenger and tells me about his school day, because there is a 25 minute some days of Sam going, or Diamond going to work, and Sam getting home from work, and the kids are home. Right now, Allie's a latchkey, so she has to call, or one of them has to call me, so it's Coda. And they all say hi to me. Then they lock the door back up, and they chit-chat with me until Sam walks in the door. And they got good neighbors, so they know they can go to the neighbors, too. But, oh. But then he calls me on days he doesn't have to call me. And, I asked him what he learned in school today. I said, "What'd you learn in school today?" And he goes, "Nothing. I didn't need to go." And I'm like, I thought he was telling me they didn't have school. I'm like, "Why didn't you guys have school?" He goes, "No, we had school." And I'm like, "Okay, why didn't you need to go?" He goes, "Oh, I went to school, but I didn't need to go." And I'm like, "Why didn't you need to go?" He goes, "Because I didn't learn anything. I knew what they were teaching." I'm like, oh my God. He's 7, everybody. And I keep gum cases in plastic storage and place my glue sticks in it. Fits perfect. Oh, good idea. Yeah. You know what I saved these for? I saved my Tic Tac containers. Well, I had a bunch of them until Girl Scouts needed them, so I emptied them all. But I used to put my sequins in them. And then I just flip the lid. Yeah. Pour your sequins in there. And I had I bet you I had 30 of these. Yeah. And I don't remember why the Girl Scouts needed empty Tic Tac containers. And Diamond's like, "Hey, Mom, can I read your Tic Tac containers?" But I'm like, what am I going to put them in? I'm like, "You are not reading my Tic Tac containers." Until I could figure out where to put my sequins. So I walked in Harbor Freights, and they had this. So now all my sequins. And I don't even know why I have sequins. Ladies, I don't use them. I don't use sequins. I have little butterflies. I have this is something. Little ladybugs. Anybody turning 50? Except I'm saving this for my birthday next year. But yeah, I have sequins. Colored sequins. I never use them. They just take up space. Oh, look at these. Snowflakes. Round ones. Leaves. Yep. I got a mix here. Purple. Yep. I might go through that and order some little itty bitty bags, because I'll save that container. Order some little itty bitty bags and go and they stash them down the road, because I don't use them. I just don't use them. So I keep them, you know. It's like I quit buying napkins because I never used napkins in crafts either. If I did, I was covering it up. I bought 2-pound bag of sequins, put them all in empty Grated cheese bottles with shaker tops. It was the mother lode of sequins. Never needed one again. They're cool for some yeah, see, they are, if I remember. But that's the thing I'm thinking. Will I use them down the road? They're sitting in a drawer, so they're not hurting anything. I probably use them more at Christmas than I do any time of the year. Oh, yeah. Yeah, clusters. There we go. Ooh, talking clusters, Els. You're in trouble. Nobody's going to let her live that down. I laughed so hard that day. Almost peed my pants. My stomach hurt so bad after that live. It was fun. All in fun. There we go. See? Simple background. And I'll build these. We do not say this. Yeah, we don't say that word. we don't speak that word. Elves don't like that word. I want her to send me her, what do you call your box? I don't go there box or whatever. Fail box. She won't send me it. I would have a blast with a box like that. I'll be honest. The oh no box. I didn't do that box or whatever she calls it. I think that's funny. The no box. Yeah, the no box. I would have so much fun with that no box. I will tell you that already. I see so much potential when you showed it. The no box. So all I am doing is doing backgrounds for it. They're looking kind of cool though. That turned out so cool. Drying really quick too. I got my heater on in my room, so I may have them all done. I don't know if I have a no box. So you got more patience than me. I was talking, who was it? Sabrina. Sabrina got a Cricut. She hasn't used it yet. I'm like, I don't know how people can, because she's not the first person I heard of that. Man, I get something, I tear right into it. I gotta check it out. I can't sit here and stare at me. I mean, I couldn't get my Cricut fast enough in the house. See, I have these aqua pastels. They don't do what I thought they would do. I'm going to show you. I thought they like spread. They're kind of, I might sell these. They're not what I thought. Oh, look there. Maybe it was that it didn't jostle the picture. Oh, maybe I just discovered something. Yeah, I think I just did. I've been sitting on these for months. Oh, look at that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I just discovered a new medium. I don't know if this is how they're supposed to be used, but I am using them like that now. Is this how they're supposed to be? Oh, that's so cool. Ain't that cool? Those fancy Cricut things. I worked my butt off and sold a lot of stuff to get that. I wanted one. I do use it occasionally. It's not a daily use. Diamond uses it more than me. I think that's why I bought it, more or less for the daughter. Matter of fact, she just asked if she could take it home. And I'm like, I don't care. I did tell her she had to buy the carrying case for it. So she's going to order that Sam's next payday, a case to carry it. Look at that, bright stars, ladies. I did not know that's how. See, I like stuff. Gonna go. That's not how they are used. At least one of the ways. Oh. They don't come with directions. It's like give a person directions. And you can tell I hardly use them. I am now, though. Kind of cool. I like it. I like anything I can make color move, as you can tell. I'm going to have to look these up. Look at that awesome sauce. Likey. I add a little bit more purple to this edge. Well, are you supposed to color with them? See, my mother colored with pastels. Mihai colors with pastels. And he's the one that probably did a little bit. He told me they suck. But you're talking my Scott's best friend. Should have been an art teacher. He has an art degree. Man, can that man. Oh, God, if I had his talent. Scott's buddy. See that? Bring up his work. I tell him all the time. Oh, I want to test something. We're going to blow up the joint. Here we go. We're going to see. I want to see if there's a reaction with alcohol. Oh. Not like I was hoping. Not like I was hoping. Oh, Elsa's on it. She sent me a video to watch. But I do like how it takes some of that off. You get that kind of texture look. I like that. Dab. Cool. Love it. You never know what you're going to get when you come here. Okay, I'm going to look up for something I'm going to show. I don't have the right salt. I only have table salt. And I tried table salt. I keep forgetting to pick that type of salt up. Let me see if I can find Katie. K-A-T. There she is. Let's go to her name. Katie, Katie, Katie. Come on. Oh, let me look her up on the tablet. It's probably easier. I want to show you Mihai's work. Katie always got pictures of her. Oop. All right. Okay, let me see. Let's see. Well, she needs to update her stuff. Come on, why can't I find her photos here? I hate YouTube. I hate Facebook when I don't know how to look for something. I want to show you. Oh, I wonder if Mihai has some up. He's new to Facebook. He may have posted some. Oops. I want to show you Scott's best friend. That man, I had half his talent. He tells me I'm always sloppy. But he says it turns out good. But I laugh because he's retired now and he discovered Facebook. He's so funny. He messages me and Scott a quote every day. Where are your photos, Mihai? No. Why can I find his photos? He was born in Rolling Hills, California. I laugh because he's got Scott down as brother. Oh, that's cool. It's because they always think people think they're brother. So I say, his wife is from Wisconsin, and she brought him home to meet her dad, and her husband fell in love with Wisconsin. He told her he could go back to California if he was staying. You got a lot of hippie looking fabric this weekend? That's cool. I laugh so hard. Oh man, I wish I could get his photos up. Why can't I find his photos? I'm on his name. Home, red, retired. Yeah. I should tell him he shouldn't have his phone number out there. Art. I can't. I'll have to see if I can find them and I'll get them in a file and I'll show you. But that man, oh, okay, I'll show you a quick one under his name. But this ain't nothing. He did that primeval. See that sign right there? That's nothing. What he can do. That man can do landscapes. Just phenomenal what he can do. If I could do like half the stuff. But he was messing. He went in for Scott one day and he was sitting in here and he was like, "These pastels suck." That's what he told me. But he pays like his one colored pencil set he bought. He paid $300 for. He was telling me. And I'm like, well, I buy cheap set. I'm not professional like you guys. Oh, there we go. Photos. Oh, I found it. Hang on. Oh, he hasn't. Okay, let's go back to Katie then. I figured out how to look for photos. Okay. It's off to the side. Duh. See all. Okay. Let's see if I can find it. Her dad did a beautiful picture. He did a side of buildings. Oh, she don't have it posted anymore. Oh, that's a bummer. He did a landscape on the side of a building. He did a semi-trailer for a couple. They rented the garage for him to put it in. Their semi for our truck drivers, but they leased one while Mihai painted theirs, and they had it. He would go over to their house, into their garage. God, it was gorgeous. I'm surprised he doesn't have those posted. Neither does Katie. I'm bummed. Yeah, she don't have it anymore. I wonder why. But I can't find it. When Scott and I swung over one day when he was doing the trailer, it was like, oh, it just blew my mind. I could paint like that. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go potty. Mother Nature calling me. He was the first one that gave me my first set of Prisma colored pencils. Mihai was. So I always used Crayola. And I was out there one day. He came back and handed me this metal container. He's like, here, use these. And I'm like, wow, these are so much better. And he goes, yeah, because there's some, I think he told me there was wax or something in the Prismas or something like that. And he's like, keep it. And he did tell me Arteza was pretty good though, because I bring out, when I go out to Mihai's and Christie's on a weekend, I grab all my quicker, everyone talk about her. I'll grab my color pencils and my markers and a bunch of stuff because Scott and him usually, and sometimes Christy's working, so I'm stuck with the guys, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? So, what am I gonna do? I forgot what I was gonna do, guys. Oh, I was gonna grab this. That's what I was doing, and because I got blue paint sitting here, I want to use up. I have to find my dabber. I had a blue one. Maybe oh, nope, I put it away. So he was checking out my Artezas when I was out there the last time. And he's like, they're pretty good. But yeah, he went to California, or went to school in California for art degree. And then he went into printing. He was that guy that take those old pictures, he told me, and sit there and paint and fix them. That's what he did with his art degree when he got to Wisconsin. Art history major, man. He's like you, Bima. He could tell you everything about an artist. And I'll be like, huh? I tease him because I told him, I said, because he's a guitar player and he looks, I mean, with Mihai, it's so funny. Because I figured this is what he did in his old age, when he got to a certain age, because this is Mihai. Can you guys see here? Come on, camera, focus. There we go. He's the typical hillbilly. And I said, I just could picture him sitting on a corner in California with his guitar, playing music with his guitar open, at people throwing dimes, nickels, and dollars at him. Because there ain't one picture except in his high school years that he did not have facial hair. It just got grayer, he told me. Now it's white. But I laughed so hard because I asked him if he knew if he was at the ranch with that killer out there because he was living out there when that was happening. He's like, what the hell was that dude's name now? He died not long ago. Manson. He's like, no, well, you told me you lived out in the woods. He goes, because he's like, yeah, I lived in a cabin in the woods. I'm like, what were you on the Manson ranch? He's like, no, I wasn't even near him. Because why did you think that? I'm like, well, you look like the type of 60s dude. He's 67 years old. He could be my father. They didn't have their children until later because all their children are the same age as Scott and I. It's weird. But he's Scott's best friend. He's like, no, I wasn't on the mess. He goes, I wasn't no. He's like, you know. He did tell me he wanted to put it past his wife, though. Blah, blah, yada, 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 yada. See, just simple. I'm just doing simple backgrounds. Here's that brown one. What do I want to do on that one, guys? Ooh, let's use this one. I'm going to use this. But man, that man can paint. And draw. Oh, God, that was half his talent. But he told me he'd been a starving artist. His degree. If it wasn't for that, I forgot what his other degree is. He would have been a starving artist. Right now, oh, look there. I picked up some color from somewhere. And he said he could never be a teacher because I'm like, why didn't you teach it? He goes, because I wouldn't have the patience. That's what he told me. So I'm right now just doing the brown parts with this color. I heard spring bird today and it was sunny. Made me happy. So darn gray in the winter. I know. Except, I can't complain about my winter. I mean, we had that cold snap for a while, but we didn't get a lot of snow here, at least in my part of Wisconsin. I figured the big one would hit, and haven't hit yet, but it's still early. I mean, I remember a couple years ago, we had my birthday, it's the 7th of March. We actually had an outdoor birthday party me one year. I couldn't believe it. Diamond threw me threw me a birthday party, surprise party. And we ended up outside around a fire pit. It was beautiful. You could see the grass the whole 9 yards. And 4 days later, we got nailed with snow. Couldn't see. You'd have never known looking at the pictures that we just celebrated my birthday outside. That's how crazy Wisconsin can be. Crazy. Ooh. Crazy for loving you. I heard the rental protection thing expires in April. I said to Scott, I wonder if we're going to get new neighbors. I don't know. How's that going to work if you went all this time and not paid your rent? Are you going to have that back pay, right? I don't know how that works. I only heard if they were affected by COVID that you can't. And I don't follow the color wheel either, everybody. And I still make it work. Sometimes it looks funky, but I make it work. Because they're like, don't mix this color with that color and this color. I'm all about color. I like laying color, and I don't care if it doesn't look match. Matchy matchy. I use it anyways. I don't follow the color wheel. I don't even know the damn color wheel. Okay. Oh, it's cool. You never celebrate your birthday outside? Your birthday's in June, right? Your birthday's in June, right, Beamer? I remember. I think it's June. Tell me I'm right. If I'm really wrong, if I'm wrong, I'm screwed. Because I think I wrote it down in my book in June. I don't know the date, but I'm really good at the months. That's why I send birthday cards at the beginning of the month, even if they're at the end of the month. I'm gonna look it up now. Watch should not have it under her name. She does not have it marked. She don't have her birthday in there. How can I find it? I can't even cheat. Oh, nope, I found it. June 7th. Yep, I was right. Oh, that should be easy. You're born on the 7th. You're just June, I'm March. I should be able to remember that one. Cheater one. Hey, did we finish solving this murder case, by the way? Because I really lost track of my thought right there. Totally lost it. And JT's is in August. What day in August? I'm writing it down. I got my planner out. I like sending cards out. Oh, another 7. Wow. 7's a good number. Seven. I would think June and Nevada are sticking hot. Oh, yeah, I was going to say. Exactly. And this old board does not. I got it. Took me a minute. I got you. I got you. See, I've only experienced that temperature a couple times in my life. I swear the summer I was pregnant with Diamond was the hottest summer in the state of Wisconsin. That my grandfather went out and bought a new air conditioner just to had an excuse so he could give me his old one. Because my aunt asked him, "What do you need a new air conditioner for?" "Oh, I feel like buying a new air conditioner." So he had my brother come over, put the new air conditioner in, and then told him to take the old air conditioner home and put it in the window for me. My Aunt Penny just gave him that look. You didn't need that. You did that so Tina could have an air conditioner. He's like, yeah, I did. My Aunt Penny was that old, crankety old woman that probably I could say words, but I'm going to be kind. She was just one of those, I don't know, women. Oh, I should have used a darker yellow over that. Yeah, or orange. Hang on, I'm going to redo that. But not on that. That's too translucent. Too translucent. With Scarlet Inlet. I hated Clue. I don't play Clue. I have played Clue with my daughter numerous times and I've yet to win. Man, she's just too good at it. She's like, Mom, you want to play Clue? No. She goes, you suck. I'm like, yes, I do. It's her favorite game. Hated it. I'd come up with every excuse in the book not to play that game with her when she was a kid. Now she makes her own kids suffer through it. Colonel Mustard in the garage. Where is the other stuff? Oh, I'm going to use this one. Colonel Mustard in the garage, huh? Candlestick in the controversy. Love that movie. I needed good something to watch on Netflix. Where's my sponge? Sponge, 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 sponge time. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of TV. So I know my husband bought Disney. And I'm like, why Disney? Oh, grandkids. Because we don't even have cable or anything. We only have the internet. Because we weren't watching half the damn channels. Paying for channels we don't even watch. So We canceled it. When Scott left his job before he got this new one. Was something we discussed and got rid of just in case. And we just never got it back. And now he finds everything he watches anyways on his tablet. Because he likes to watch those two guys that are on a damn island digging for the gold for the last 20 years, I swear. It seems like they never find it. We're close, we're close. Yeah. I can't remember the name of it. Our phone service is with US Cellular. And the only reason I don't switch over is because me and Scott are grandfathered in to US Cellular. So we pay no data fee. Oh, me and Scott got a super antenna because we live next, like not even a block and a half from Fox 11 News, and it interferes. So we bought a super antenna, they called it. We got 36 channels. We don't know why. I can watch court TV. Yep. Yeah, I wonder why you have every cable channel. You're married to a cable man. Who's spoiled? I mean, Scott paid good money for this super antenna. I thought he was crazy, but hey, we got, I don't know what we're picking up. It don't even make a difference, so I ain't worried about it. It's kind of cool looking. It's darker. Because I don't want them all to be light colored, you know? I have a bunch of orange over here, so I'm going to use it. I'm actually going to use it through a stencil, too. I remember when Scott and I moved into our duplex, before we bought our house, we had cable. Never paid a dime for it for 6 years. All the time we lived there. Some bonehead never came on and shut it off. Huh. So somebody they ordered to come out and shut off that cable from the last tenant never came out and did it. So with 6 years we lived there, never had it all that time. I wasn't complaining. Yeah, she has it in, right? She got it in. She got Elvis Presley delivering her mail. How good does Lima got it? And they said he was dead. That in the pile. Hey, I'm getting them stacked up. That in the pile. I got that many to do. Then the fun will begin. Not like this isn't fun, but you know what I mean. A little bit right there. And a little bit right in that corner. Elvis is not dead. He works for Postman. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Tell Priscilla. Tell Lisa Marie. Your daddy here. I almost put my spray bottle in with my inks. I would have been like, what? Oh, like that. We're going to take that off. But I don't like how that looks. I'm going to recover that. I don't like how that looks. I'm going to make it darker. Oh. The fun of paint. Don't like it? Cover it up. There we go. Oh, don't like that either. Don't like that either. Go back in there. There we go. Coolidge. Coolidge, Coolidge. Oh, I like it. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. I got all this blue paint sitting here. So I'm just gonna do it real quick. I'm not gonna in some spots. Not all of it. I hate tube paint. I like to paint in it, but I always squeeze too much out. It drives me crazy. Now I'm sitting here with a gob of blue and I don't want to waste it. I'm cheap like that. Oh, not that one. Oh, here, we'll put some on this one too. Grab that brown. I'm actually running out of it. There we go. There we go. See? I used it up. Okay, you should see the faces of the DirecTV people when they ask me how much I pay for cable. I always tell them nothing. I sleep with the cable man. That's funny. I bet you do get that, like, what? And then it takes them a second. He'll be like, hey, how much do you pay for your paper toweling? I sleep with the paper man. Scott was the best friend to have during the pandemic when all of a sudden toilet paper went. People were going nuts. Everybody was like, hey, Scott, can you get us toilet paper? And he's only allowed to buy so much I think it's every 3 months. We can pick it. We can buy it. You know? And I told Scott, keep buying it every 3 months. And then when this happens again, it's double. I'm like, can you buy me a couple cases? I said, I'm going to sell it. I'm going to go out in the front yard and have a toilet paper sale. He's like, I can get in trouble. I'm like, because technically he's not supposed to resell it. It's supposed to be for your own usage. And rolls like this that he brings home. This thing was like huge, guys. Huge. The other reason it's seconds, what they call seconds, because there are, if you look, no tear lines. Even when they go in the machine, they're supposed to have a certain spot where it has a tear line. Even when it goes into big rolls in bathrooms, because that's what the little light recognizes in the machine where to stop, so you can tear it. This whole roll didn't have them. So it's a Tina bonus. And he brings them home to me because he knows. And then his buddies grab them, his Trey, who works out where Scott used to work, he still grabs me stuff. Matter of fact, he just asked if, because I love these heavy napkins that his other company made. Love them. The restaurant quality napkins. And I loved them because they were nice and thick, and they're not from the plant he works at, but you can still order them. He just messaged Scott. The order's coming up. Do you want me to order those box of napkins Tina asked me about? Scott's like, yes, order her napkins. Let me know what I owe you. He comes by Scott and I. Olive. I haven't been over for a while. He's 25 years old and he hangs out with old people. I don't get it. That man can ballroom room dance still. But he called me one day right before Christmas and asked if he could come over and him and a friend and use my Cricut. They bought everything they needed. They even gave me money to replace one of my mats. Him and his friend, because they were doing something for ballroom dance and they needed a sign. And they were going to trace out all the letters because there was a big ass banner they were making. And he said to him, he says, I should call Scott's wife. She's got that Cricut machine. And the gal goes, you know somebody with a Cricut? Yep. Yeah, please call her. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care. You bring the material. She knew how to work it. I didn't have to teach her nothing. She had one in a daycare they worked at. She worked at one time. Yep. I sat here all afternoon. She was like, oh my God. I love the expression of people that would first walk into my craft room for the first time. They're like, I laugh because the question I love the most is this all yours? And I'm like, and I went to the gal. She goes, is this all yours? I'm like, no, it's my neighbor's. And Trey just busted out laughing. She goes, yeah, I kind of asked for that one, didn't I? She said. Purple. I hate purple, by the way. I don't like purple. I don't rarely use purple. I don't like purple. I'm not liking how that's looking at all. So I don't like purple. Yep, shock value. What is tomorrow? Wednesday? Red Robin's tomorrow. Wednesday. Red Robin. See, little pink covers up what you don't like. Do you see what I'm doing now? Where I'm just doing the coloring. This is what I used to do on the barn. My grandpa knew I needed to let some frustration out or whatever when I was manic. Hyper as hell, as he'd call it. My grandpa didn't use terminology or write medical words. Hyper as hell. She needs to calm down. Go to the barn, paint the barn wall. And I'd sit like this. It's exactly what I'm doing. I just moved up between the world. The paper. I mean, that barn, my one wall, I bet you. Thousands of colors on. And it'd be old house paint. I don't know where you ever got it. I never ran out of it. Never ran out of it. I then remember my cousin Roger going, what's up with the barn? Because it was my great-grandparents' barn. It was falling down anyways. It was pretty much one part was only useful. They didn't use it as a barn anymore. And his dad goes, well, when Tina's all hyper and Bert says she needs to let it off, he sends her to the barn and tells her to paint. Oh. I asked if I could paint the outside, but they wouldn't let me. Yum. Good thing you have a cricket. He's your sign. He's your sign. I did all the channels, east and west, till she died. Grandfather, in because she bought the system when the company first started. I love that shock value of that one. Good thing you have the cricket. He's your sign. Yum. Definitely you're gonna have different backgrounds in this. But I build on my background, so that's all I got left to do. Alrighty. Yeah, oh man, I've been on here 2.5 hours. Oh my god, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I should get my butt to bed too. So that's all I got to do. And then I'm gonna put it in. The girl will buy it. That's the game plan. It's not gonna be. It's gonna be like a what you would call it, book. It's not gonna be so much a journal per se, because I'm not. I was gonna make it and have pockets, but I don't journal like that. I art journal. I don't look. Today I talked to so and so. I mean, it's not like I have an exciting life or anything where I can journal. Somebody pisses me off, I journal and I write all over it, and then I destroy it, and nobody can read it. And then I put a picture to what I was writing about. And I have my book for that. This is just going to be Julie netting with a cool background and flare. But yeah, I think I'm going to get off here too. Kind of munchy, and I'm going to feel like a munchy attack. Like caramel microwave popcorn is sounding really good right now. Do I have any in my pantry? Think the husband will get up if I want popcorn with caramel in it? No. I hate that when you have something and you're like, you really want it, and then you realize you don't have it. It's like, no, I have popcorn, but I don't have the caramel kind right now. Ooh, caramel and melted chocolate sounds good too. Or no, popcorn and melted chocolate candy bar. Oh, I got Doritos too. I could do that. Hershey bar melted with, and then take a Hershey bar and you put the Hershey bar in the microwave and you melt it, and then you drizzle it over Doritos. It's really good, guys. So I'm going to probably finish these tomorrow. Peanut butter, yeah. Yep. Let's see, why do I got that in there? Okay. Sounds good. It's a craving from pregnancy, and I've never lost it. Doritos and chocolate. Yum. Alrighty, thanks for coming in, guys. Thanks for the 10 thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Did I get any thumbs down tonight? Let's see. I got 1 thumbs down. Of course. You know, they love me so much. I hope you guys have a rest of the good day or night, morning, evening, wherever you shall be. And I will talk to you on the next video. Bye, everybody, and good night. Night. Good night, all.